my name's Lois and I'm a 17-year-old girl who lives in London. I'm in my last year of college and I like to read. Let's get into it. So here I have two books which I feel very passionate about. One book I love, it's so warm, it's comforting, it's my literal comfort book. And the other I detest with my entire soul. Can you guess which one is which? Twisted Games. I hate this book. This was such a disappointing read. It had so much going for it. The bodyguard trope, okay, that's it, but like that's literally my favorite trope, and the fact that she messed this up, let's talk about it. Obviously, no hate to you if you like this book, it's just not for me. So there are some things in it that I just didn't mess with, like for instance, the age gap. Bridget is literally straight out of college, she just finished university, and Reese is 32. That's a 10-year age gap. Not for me, it just was really disappointing. I feel like the book should have been advertised with with like, it's got the age gap trope in it and all that. I didn't see that. I definitely wouldn't have picked it up if I knew that. One of the things that really irked me about this book was the friends to lovers aspect. I love friends to lovers, I'm a friends to lovers girl, but this one just felt forced, stale, and just so unoriginal. There was no like romance. All of a sudden they were enemies, all of a sudden they were lovers. Like, it's just not for me. My biggest problem with this book, however, the plot and the lack of one. There's no danger, there's no action. Like, it's literally the bodyguard trope. She's supposed to be like in danger and he's supposed to be like her prince, he's supposed to save her and things like that. None of that happens. In fact, the only thing we get like that in the book is in one of the first few chapters of the book, Bridget and her friends all get kidnapped. We don't see that. In fact, we see that in her earlier book, Twisted Love, I believe. But this is a standalone book. It's advertised as a standalone book, I believe. So why are we not getting that? In fact, all we get from that scene is the car ride home. That was so boring. I'm a big like show it, don't tell it type of person, and the fact that we didn't see his point of view when he saw Bridget getting out. We didn't see any of that stuff. So it's just not it. It's not it. No plot, no action, just boring. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok rave on about this book, and I've come to the conclusion that there's actually not a lot to like about this book except for the spice. Like, I've heard everyone's points. Trust me, believe me, I've done my research, but everyone just likes the spice, and it's just not for me. Bridget is a literal princess and Reese treats her like trash, like in these scenes, and it's just so disturbing. Especially when you take into consideration the age gap between these two people. I think it comes off kind of like he's a predator, but that's just me. If your book makes me wonder if the two love interests are related, I don't know how comfortable I can be reading your book. Also, I think there are a lot of good Wattpad authors that could write a better book than this. This book is literally 450 something pages of nothing. 0 out of 10. Enough of the bad, let's get on to the good. Here we have Study Disposition. I love this book. I cannot tell you how much I love this book. I love this author. I literally love her whole Hawk Mandel series. Look at how cute this cover is. Tell me you don't want to read it. You can. Anyway, let's get into it. You know what I love about this book? The romance is not stale, it's not cheap, it's like, it's fresh, it's like a breath of fresh air. And it's not completely dependent on their sex life, which was a big point for me. Naomi and Finn are just, they're that couple, they're the it couple, they're the couple you want to be. They're really good at communicating with each other. When there's a problem, they talk about it. When they want something, they talk about it. It's not like, oh, they're like break up, oh, we gotta force some conflict. No, Naomi has a problem with what Finn's doing. Naomi's gonna talk to Finn, Finn's gonna solve the problem. Perfect, literally perfect. And another thing I love about this book, the plot. So there are a lot of things going on in this plot, but the first thing I want to talk about is Finn's brain injury. At the beginning of the book, Finn gets into like a really bad fight and like it messes with his brain, and we have to see the contrast between old Finn and new Finn, and we have to see him go through his day-to-day life, trying to explain to the people he loves that he's not the same person he was before he got injured. And his biggest problem is telling Naomi that he knew her before the brain injury, but he doesn't know how to tell her, so that kind of goes on for a while, but once he does, that's when the plot really starts going. Finn also has to go through like telling the people he loves that he's different, he's a different person, and we watch the people that he loves, the people he cares about, his team, we watch them accept this new person. The next thing I want to talk about is the whole plot with Finn and his team. So if you read the book, you know, that Finn has to remember all these things that happened to his team before he got in this injury, and we find out that there's like a big like cover-up going on, which I think is really good. That is a really interesting plot that doesn't take away from the romance in any way, shape or form. I feel like Naomi is the most relatable character. When that girl said, I like having a crush just because I want to have a crush. I felt that. That girl, she's so sweet, so nice, and I just love being friends with like nice people. She's the girl you want to be friends with, she's the girl you want to be. Naomi's, she's that girl. Overall, this book is such a nice book, it's refreshing, it's so nice. I recommend her whole series, go check it out. But overall, 10 out of 10. I am a very passionate person. I either love or hate something. I don't really do in the middle, so this series is going to be really interesting. But anyway guys, that's been it from me. I hope you guys loved this video. I'm going to do a whole bunch more. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Leave some recommendations as well. I love reading. I have a lot of books that I love talking about, so stay tuned. Anyways, bye everyone, take care. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok rave. Are you recording? Okay. I feel like Naomi's the most relatable character. Trust me, when that girl said, wait a second, okay. I feel like Naomi's like the most relatable character. When that girl said, I'd like. Shut up. The next thing I'm going to talk about is,